And the Cavaliers already with a focused look on their faces as they arrived earlier, planning on a strong performance in their home building. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now the starting group for Orlando. We've got Suggs. Oliver is out there with Banchero. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Cooper in at the small forward position. And for Cleveland, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Bones Hyland is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at the 3, the small forward. Right about the middle of the season right now, RJ, when do you think it's most important for a team to be hitting its stride?
Finding a stride in any part of the year is great. You want that momentum, but the goal is to start to peak right before the playoffs so you have a great stretch when it counts most.
And we all know what it means to MP and this team to play well on the road, to win those close road games. MP's been quite vocal, in fact, about rising up in the face of big obstacles this season.
They've collectively taken MP's words to heart. You can see the purpose they're playing with, and you need that to succeed in a hostile environment. Otherwise, you start to show cracks, and in enemy territory, it's much more easily to exploit.
And for the inside scoop on MP, and I mean inside, let's send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, these games have been a point of emphasis for MP and his team this season. I asked him about playing on the road. MP told me it's all about toughness and grit. We're going to play hard no matter where we are. Kevin?
And they are a gritty bunch. David, thank you. To the inside. Off target at the rim. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Cooper. And he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Down low. Hyland's shot is good. Hyland's got his second basket of the night.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Hyland's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Cooper drills the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Cooper against Hyland. Cooper with the bucket. Cooper's got 7 points. And here are the Cavaliers. It's a 3-point game. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And winning that game the way they did with the incredible fourth quarter comeback couldn't have left them feeling any better.
And he jams it with authority.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. The wide open look here for Hyland. They can't stop the run with that one. For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against Atlanta. Here's Cooper. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Back to Highland. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's Mitchell. Off on the layup. Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
Inside, here's Highland. Plays it up and banks it in. He has 6.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Good ball movement here by the Magic. Cooper with the bucket. And that's 15 points for money.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Cleveland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Highland, and he's good on the 3-ball.
The game of Mitchell is more about putting up points, but Donovan can dish too.
Magic leading by 6. 1:12 left here in the first quarter. There's Green with the 3. It's good from long range.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And, of course, free throws always so important. Here are the leaders in the third spot. Cavaliers making a switch here. Highland's checked in. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Oliver's checked in for Caffey. Banchero comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Cooper, he's checked in for Jalen Green. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for James. On the court for Orlando, they've got Oliver. Cooper is out there with Jalen Suggs. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Walsh in at the 3 slot. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against Atlanta had a huge game. He scored an amazing number of points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Now Van Vliet, he has yet to score, and that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Cleveland. And a switcher also for Orlando. Green's checked in. Mobley the pass to Williams. To the right side. Here's Highland. No good on the triple.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. For 3, Mitchell. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first 3 from the floor. Mitchell against Cooper. Oliver's shot is good. And the Magic lead by 15.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Cleveland making a change here. Waters is checked in. Here's Mitchell. Played real well against Atlanta in that last game. Here's Tyson. He's covered by Suggs. Highland's shot is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Magic leading by 13. Here's Cooper. Turned in an outstanding game.
That should not be legal.
Never seen it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And now, joining us on the line, Shams Charania with a recent development. Shams, what's the latest?
Thank you, Kevin. With time winding down before the trade deadline, it's the New York Knicks making the news. They've acquired one of the more mobile and athletic centers in the league. Clint Capella knows his role: defend, run the floor, finish, and rebound at a high level. He might never be a star in this league, but he can star in his role, and that certainly has quite a bit of value.
Thanks again, Shams, as always. And the Magic making a change here. Walsh is checked in. They set the pick. Mitchell outside. Over Cooper. And it's Mitchell missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Cooper with the bucket.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
The Cavaliers trail by 19. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Highland passes to Waters. From outside the arc, knocks down the three ball. Highland's got 5 points now this quarter.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Here's Cooper. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Good on the shot.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Cooper missing. Cleveland's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way. Here's Cooper. From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Magic out in front. They finish off the second quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Hey everybody, nothing like a little trade news to perk up your day. We'll take a look first at some transactions around the NBA. You guys want to make any trades around here? I'd trade Kenny for some more comfortable chairs.
Wow, Ernie. Well, if you want to start there, I'd trade Shaq for some peace and quiet.
Not if I trade myself to Miami Beach first.
So it would just be me in here with a better chair, alone. I'll sign off on that. And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Orlando Magic.
You have to ask yourself, how much better can they play? Good decision making, they made shots. That's very impressive, man.
And now the question is, can they maintain that razor-sharp level of focus? Hard to bet against them.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan.
With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Money.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Bones Hyland is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Magic moving the ball around. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
The Cavaliers trail by 21. Allen outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
A pure 5. Jared Allen isn't trying to shoot a bunch of threes. He hangs down low, he rebounds, protects the paint. He is a rare breed.
The Cavaliers have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
Well, you look at money. He'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang out of the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into them.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
To the middle, here's Tyson. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Cooper. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line.
A free throw drops for Hyland. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Pass to Mobley. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Here's Tyson. He's guarded by Cooper. Hyland with it. From the line. Green with the rebound. Cooper against Allen. It's stolen by Allen. Now Cleveland moving it up. And Mitchell gets it to go.
Oh, this man can move in transition. Like, look at Mitchell's eyes. They just light up when he's on the break.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Count that one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. And a moment here to see the numbers for Mobley. He's around 14 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
Yeah, this last stretch, it has been unbelievable to watch him get going on the glass. And it's been reflective in the stat sheet.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Hyland. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Mitchell in the corner. And it's off from three-point range.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Cooper. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Off target from three-point range. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Their biggest lead of the game is 21. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Allen outside. Mobley outside. To the paint. Here's Tyson. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Suggs has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Cleveland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Count that bucket. Making some changes. Willis, he checked in for Cooper. Cooper comes in for Green, and James subbed in for Suggs. Cooper against Highland. And there it is for him. Cooper's got 43 points.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
On the court for Orlando, they've got Willis. Cooper is out there with James. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. And it's Walsh in at the 4 slot.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And Van Vliet, here we go. Pass to Tyson. Back to Van Vliet. And the shot goes in.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Orlando's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Offensive rebound. Cooper the pass to Walsh. Tries again. And that one is good. Cooper's got 47 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside Williams. Pass to Tyson. Pocket 6. Back to Williams. Here's Highland. That 3 off the mark. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. And it's Cooper missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Substitution for your Cavaliers. Jarrett Allen. Evan Mobley.
Here's Highland.
Mitchell.
Off the inbound, no good. Lets it go with a 3. Hits it again. Wow!
And another 50-point outburst for him as he continues this incredible season.
Well, he's marching towards history, Greg, as we know. He looks to catch the mark for third most 50-point games in a single season, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Pass to Walsh. Takes a three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. There's 1:54 left in the game. Mitchell outside. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. The shot no good. Tyson. Magic have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Mitchell against Cooper. It's good. Cooper's got 57 points.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Orlando.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Money.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Here's Cooper. Yep, that one goes. Cooper's got 59 points.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Connects again.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Pass to Mobley. Back to Highland. Mitchell wide open. Sinks the three-pointer.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, or he will drain those all night.
Here's Cooper. Lets the three fly. Basket good.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony.